All right, so we go to question 17. The question 17, given solution, find the solution. The solution of 2x is 2 minus x, and then over x minus 1 is greater than 0. They say these are same value of x for which the graph of y equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2. So we're given an option there. The first option, x they say lies below the x-axis, lies on or below x-axis, lies on the x-axis. 4 lies above the x-axis, or lies on the above, lies all above the x-axis. So before we get started, man, to the solution of this, just don't forget, man, you can get my YouTube channel. You can get my YouTube channel, Tronabano, and then follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And remember, subscribe. Like I said, guys, like and share. I'm not forcing you. Just don't forget to click subscribe. Share, so that we can continue to support others if they're needy, and we can support them with education journey. Or I can support you anytime. Okay, so let's go to the question. Let's go to the solution. So we're gonna say, excuse me. Now the question, the question right there. So we're gonna have to solve it. That's just easy, man. I can spend few minutes to solve that question. Easy. So okay. So now we say I'm gonna check that question right there. So solution. I'll say this is solution. Okay. So we got 2 minus x, and then we got x minus 1 is greater than 0. So now we're gonna say, okay, so they say these tab here, excuse me, these are the values of x for which the graph of this one. So now I want to get this graph. I'm gonna get this. This graph is quadratic. So I'm gonna say, okay, so 2 minus x over x minus 1. So I want to get rid of this x minus 1. But look, for which is the graph of quadratic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to change this inequality given to quadratic. So I'm going to change to quadratic. Look, I'm going to multiply. Look, I want to change it to quadratic, which is this one, right? So if I want to change to quadratic, which is that one, so I'm going to have to make it linear. But if I want to make quadratic, means I have to multiply with something with x. So I'm not going to only eliminate x minus 1, but also when I eliminate, I have to make sure I create quadratic on top. Why? Because they say here, you know what I'm saying, you want to get, these are the values of x for which graph of x squared minus 3x plus 2. So I'm going to create quadratic. I was okay. So multiply by x minus 1, but what? By square. And they have an equality. So since I multiply by the same thing, but with square, why do I do that? Because I want to make quadratic. If I was going to multiply only 1, like, so it has to be multiplied by 0, x minus 1, 0. If I square, also square. If I wasn't going to do that, look, excuse me, let me show them. Okay, let me finish this. I'll show you the other part. So this and 1 cancel, so we have a 2 minus x minus 1 greater than, this is going to be 0. Anything 0 times anything 0. But look here, man, if I was going to only take x minus 2 minus x and then x minus 1 greater than 0, and then only multiply by x minus 1 throughout x minus 1, you see, it wasn't going to be quadratic. You see what I'm saying? It's just going to be normal inequality. And that's not intention, because for this case, because they say they are the same value of x for which the graph of y equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2. So they is quadratic. So that's why I multiply by x minus 1 square throughout. Mean the same thing denominator, because I want to get rid of the denominator if I want to get linear quadratic. I mean not linear quadratic, something quadratic, but in a linear form, in a horizontal form. So when I multiply by x minus 1, the same thing but a square. So this and 1 cancel. We got this greater than 0. So now we can multiply that out. 2 times x is 2x, and then 2 times 1 is negative 2, and this you come for the second one, negative x times x, negative x squared, and then negative x times negative 1 is positive, x greater than 0. So I can rearrange all my stuff together, and now I can set with negative 2, negative x squared. Now we go 2x plus 3x. Now we left with negative 2 greater than 0. And then I don't, look here, they say y equal to x squared minus 3. So it's almost same, but I don't need negative here. You know what I'm saying? Because given here, that's given here, see, is all is y equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2. See, plus 2, x squared minus 3x. So if I come back here for what I solved, I have to divide by negative throughout, because I want it to be the same like this. See, y equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2. You see, so I'm gonna have to say divide by negative, divide by negative, divide by negative, divide by negative, divide by negative. But I will know in any inequality, when you divide by negative, the inequality has to change the direction. So negative and negative positive, so we're gonna have positive x squared, and negative and positive is negative 3x, negative and negative positive what 2, and inequality sign has to change direction when you divide by negative. So yes, so it's true. But now the question say lies below. So shows me whenever we have in this situation, meaning is gonna lie below, not on, because this is less. So if it's less, means all the value of x which is gonna be valid is gonna lie below. So it's gonna lie below. So I'm saying all below x-axis is gonna lie below x-axis, not even on, because when you say on, mean this. When it's on, if it's this sign, means you wanna if it was this sign, say it was gonna lie what on or below. If it was this sign here, it was gonna say on or above. If it was this sign, we was gonna say on x-axis, on what x-axis, or on the graph. So for this case, just less. So we say below x-axis. So we come to the option. They say in the option they say lies below x-axis. You know what I'm saying? So since it lies below x-axis, so option 1 is true. It lies below x-axis. So option 1 is true. So this is my true. Here they say lies on or below. No, there's no on. You know why there's no on? Because we don't have a lies on or below. Lies on or below should be this sign. Means if it was less or equal, say lies on below. Lies on x-axis, not true. If lies on, it has to be that one. That's on. Lies above. No, I'm wrong. When we say lies on x-axis, lies on means it has to be equal. Only equal. You know what I'm saying? Only equal. Lies on. On. Lies above the x-axis. Above means above x-axis. Lies on or above. Lies on or above. So our option 1 is true because he said lies below x-axis. So now option 1. Question 17, option 1. Okay, that's question 17. So now go to question 18.